What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ant217, and my first video was how to draw Sombra from Overwatch. And with the new Overwatch 2 game out, I thought maybe I should revisit the franchise. But this time, I didn't want to draw Sombra. I wanted to draw one of my favorite characters, D.va. A lot has changed since my first video. My skill level has changed and my style has changed. So today, I want to draw D.va from Overwatch.
Winky face.
Let's get started. So to start, you need to pick your hero. In my case, I want to be a tank. I'm going to be the best tank, D.va. So I'm going to start with my sketch because you need a good foundation. You need a good foundation. You just don't start building a house and start with the windows. No, you need a foundation if you're trying to be a mech. See what I did there? Windows, Mac. I'm sorry. You need a really, really good foundation. So I start with my sketch because I like to get my sketch almost perfect because it makes the inking and everything else after that a lot easier. You don't have to worry about fixing things as you go along, which I still might end up having to. The fixing part of my process is a lot shorter. Okay, sometimes when you start your sketches, they're gonna look like bleh. D.va is gonna look like she got destroyed. So just trust the process. You will get there. And sometimes a lot of artists don't like to say this, but sometimes you just gotta delete it. Just delete your art and start over. But I'm gonna trust the process on this one and I'm gonna continue. Right now I'm just focusing on what I want the pose to be, and then I'll jump back into completing D.va's face. I think the face is the most important because to me, you don't want to spend all your time working on the body and then you hate the way the face came out and you have to start over or just rework the face. But as soon as I finish getting the pose down, I am gonna go back to drawing D.va's face. One tip I want to share with you guys is don't be afraid to get into the poses that you're trying to draw. Sometimes a reference image is not enough and you need to actually do the poses. Don't be afraid to do the poses. Unless it's like somebody doing the split and you can't do that. You don't want to hurt yourself. I could do the split though. You definitely notice more when you actually do the pose yourself. Sometimes the reference image just isn't enough or it doesn't show enough. So yeah, you get into the pose and you notice different things like the elbow has to be higher or lower or whatever it is that you want to accomplish with your pose. So once I'm happy with the anatomy and the pose, then I can move on to do some of the details and the costuming. Sometimes I even draw characters naked, but I don't think YouTube likes that, so I probably won't do that in any videos. But I usually do that so I can see the anatomy more clear, so I know how things lay on top of it. But she has a skin tight suit, so you don't really have to worry about how things will fall on her. So I'm gonna just go back into this and try to get some of her costume details in before I continue on to the inking. I like to leave my hands for last because I don't like drawing hands. All right, so after fiddling with it for a while, now this is what I have. I do want to refine the sketch a little bit just because it is a little too sloppy. Now, usually I am okay with my sketches being sloppy before I start my inking, but because of her detailing in her suit, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So I am going to refine the sketch a little bit, go over it, and then I'll move on to the inking. So what I'm going to do is bring down the transparency of this layer, make a new layer, and trace over it with the same light blue color just to get a more refined sketch. And I know you guys don't want to watch me sketch this thing again, so here it is. Is that lined up right? I forgot to line it up. I meant to, and I just don't remember. One thing I want to point out is that in my original sketch, I made a mistake, and it happens to the best of us, even to the greatest artists like me. I'm just kidding. I don't make mistakes. No, I'm kidding. So right here is what we call a bad tangent, or two lines that are supposed to be separate intersect perfectly like that. Right there creates a bad tangent. It just is not pleasing to the eye, and it kind of can get confusing. So I'm gonna fix that in my inks, make sure that those two lines are separate. All right, so real quick, I just want to point out what I'm doing here. I love this tool. It is called the symmetry ruler. Basically, you put the ruler down the middle of whatever it is you need to be symmetrical, and whatever you draw on one side gets drawn on the other side. It is perfect for things like this logo here. I need to make sure that this bunny looks symmetrical. So that's what I did. And I think it came out great. I probably wouldn't have been able to do this as quickly if I did it freehand. So yeah, use the tools that are given to you. All right, so this is my D.va inks. I'm gonna go back into it and I'm gonna do the flat colors before I do the rendering. But I am actually really happy with the way it's coming out. I think my D.va looks decent. I think my D.va looks delicious. I think D.va will be delighted on the work I have done so far. I'm sorry about that. I'll stop now. I just really like some sweet puns like dessert. D.va. All right. All right, so this is what I have so far. This is my D.va. I think she looks great, but there is something missing. What is it? Oh, her mech. Now, I think it's gonna be hard for me to draw a whole mech suit. If only I had a mech or a robot or something that helps me out. Alexa, help me draw a mech.
No, do it yourself, you stupid loser.
What? Wow, that's awesome. This is my my Echo device, my Alexa. She's gonna help me draw a mech. All right, so now the Echo device is on its own layer without a background, and I'm gonna try to make it look more like a mech. All right, so this is what I have so far. This is my D.va. The mech is coming along. I know it looks a little weird right now, but I'm going to trust the process and continue to fiddle with the mech until it looks more like D.va's mech. All right, everybody, so this is my D.va so far with her mech. I want to just show a before and after of the mech. It was before, after. So the mech has come a long way. So I am going to continue with this D.va piece, add some finishing touches and some special effects that I always add, and also add some color to the outlines because I don't want that black outline color. And I think I'm pretty much about done. I think this D.va pretty much got her ultimate. You know what? D.va, use your ultimate.
We'll get you where you need to go.
All right, everybody, this is my D.va and her mech. I think it came out awesome. One thing I do notice is that I think I may have exaggerated the mech a little too much. It's kind of big, but she's supposed to fit inside it. Another thing, I think it kind of looks like something out of Dragon Ball Z. Maybe Frieza will show up in it, but I still think it came out awesome. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to draw another character. Let me know who's your favorite character in the game. Let me know if you're even playing the game. And remember, I'm awesome. I think.
Love, D.va.
Thanks for watching.